It's like a victory for you to get me to lose my freedom. Go fuck yourself. I don't need someone to take care of me. You're blocked. I'm quite competent. And sadly, because my mom was so controlling, I never really got, and I didn't want to upset her, I never really got a chance to take charge of my life and grow up and prove my competence. So fuck you, you're blocked. I certainly can do this alone. I'm already doing it. And then not to mention, I have a car now. So if I do have friends where I'm going, which I do, I have a car and the freedom to go take myself to visit with a friend. I can use my car to do things that are going to raise me money. Fuck all of you arguing for this. Anyone think I shouldn't be in a group home? I do have a car. I've been driving it for 2.5 weeks. No, 2 weeks now. I do have friends. I used to know a lot of people, and I'm moving back to where I used to live. And I know a lot of people there. I didn't know anyone here, and it was a very isolated neighborhood, and I was mostly on foot, unless my mom drove me around. I'm glad she have no regrets. I'm glad I spent every day with my mom. But this was not a chapter of my life where I built my life and made friends around here. Thank you, Levi. I'm going to a place where I'll know plenty of people, and there's plenty of opportunities to meet new people. And I have many resources and ways I can raise money, and I've proven that even with my disabilities that suggest to the government, and they've checked off the boxes that that's not wrong, they feel the same way. I'm not able to work a regular, typical job due to some of my medical conditions. I've never argued that I can't do things to raise money. In fact, it's the government that limits how much I can earn. And I'm usually going over what I'm allowed to earn. So who are you mad at, me or the government? Do any of you guys want to go to a group home? Why would you argue that you deserve to keep your freedom outside of a group home more than I have the right? I haven't lost my civil rights. I haven't been arrested. I'm not a prisoner. I'm not a slave. I'm not asking for gifts. You can go fuck yourself, BTB. It's the end of the road. I don't like how you're talking tonight. You're being very disrespectful, BTB. If I never talk to you again, no sweat off my back. I made it myself and raised it myself, Topsy. BTB, I'm about to block you, bro. You're a liability, bro. See ya, BTB. You've lost your ground and opportunity to ask me any questions, BTB. Good night, guys. If you want to take a vote, who thinks I should be in a group home, I'm just curious who I need to block, and who thinks I should keep my freedom and live independently. I'm not starting a regular poll. I don't do those. Goldmouth, what's your opinion? Okay, Glitter. What's your opinion, Glitter? What's your opinion, Tuka? What's your opinion, Brian? You agree with what? Specify. Thank you, Goldmouth. You can stay. Okay, Midnight, you're out of here. The fake Midnight. Anyone else want to vote in the comments to specify? Thank you, Hope. And I obviously proved I can. And my bills will never be this bad. It was just this month. I hate to say it, my mom set me up for failure, and I still didn't fail. Competence, 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 competence. Jason Lipp is fully competent. Tank Lipp is fully competent. Boom. As I argue for my ability to make it, instead of woe is me and feeling sorry for myself, proud of myself for a change that I actually showed up. I was a grown man. I was adult. An adult, I basically did it on my own during a time where I hardly got any help financially from you guys. I did it all on my own, and you guys want to just take my freedom away. Fuck you guys. Shit show, what's your opinion? Shekel, you against me? Obviously, you've been targeting me, Shekel, if you want to take my freedom. No, Tuka. You're out of here, Moss. Blocked. 0 followers, renting space. So typical. Why are you guys afraid to vote? You're afraid you're going to get blocked and lose access, you little bitches? You're all for what, Brian? Thank you, Topsy. Thank you, Shekel. What do you agree with, Jordan? What'd you vote, Robbie? What's your vote, Salted? Fuck you, Haley, because it's a liability when it comes to my freedom, Haley. How many followers you got, Haley? 1. You're blocked. I'm not even waiting to hear what you have to say. Anyone else? This is when I step in and moderate. Thank you, Blessed. Thank you, TC. My freedom or a group home, Salted? My profession. First of all, I don't owe you shit. I don't have to answer to you or qualify you. I haven't lost my civil rights or my freedom, BTB. BTB, who the fuck do you think you are? My 2 main highly trained professionals, my psychiatrist, a medical doctor, and my psychologist of 20 years, don't believe I should be in a group home, that I'm more than competent and capable to live independently on my own. And I'm still under their care and see them every month. And sometimes I talk to them a couple times a month. Yeah, the psychiatrist is a medical doctor, TC. And I owe you no explanation, TC. You guys are obviously been exploiting this whole situation, thinking you have more power over me than you do. Well, it's going to be a rude awakening for you guys because you have no say in my life. I have already asked their opinion because my brother scared me when he was talking the way he was a couple weeks ago, BTB. And I got my doctors to go on record and document their opinion. So good luck trying to go against the professionals and a real medical doctor and a psychologist of 30 years who was also a professional tennis player at one point. Highly respected people in the community. Good luck, you fucking strangers on TikTok that won't show your face. Fuck you guys. Anyone else want to vote and get blocked? Milo, you're blocked. You just want to see a crash out. 17 followers, you're blocked. Enough's enough. This is when I step in and moderate my account. Tony, what's your vote? What's your vote, Scrappy? Jess? 8,000 followers. Shame on you, Jess. Thank you, Salted. Thank you, Tony. You can stay. Brian, what's your vote? Freedom or group home? Specify, Brian. I need to know what to do in moderating your account. Yoders, you're blocked. I've had enough of you, Yoders. You'll have to pay to come back. Blocked, Yoders. Thank you, Michigan. What's your vote, Michigan? Tuca, you might want to rethink that. Yep, land of the free. I'm not giving up my freedom. So what's your vote? When you were young, did they tell you when you grow up, try to get yourself in a group home? No, they fucking didn't, bitch. So why would I want to go there if you don't want that for yourself, you fucking idiot? I worked overtime to manage my medical issues so I could keep my freedom my whole life. My mom died doesn't mean my life stops. Because if I go in a group home at 46, what do I get out of there? 51, 56? My life is over. I can't build my life at that point. Then I'll be in a group home forever. No fucking thank you. No, Yoders, now you're blocked again. They don't tell you when you're young, try to end up in a group home when you're middle-aged. You fucking idiots. Bunch of bastards. Fuck you all. All right, you're out of here, Olem. I'll just keep blocking. I'm done talking. You can vote what your opinion is, but just know you say group home, you're blocked. End of the road. Permanently blocked. Kiflam, make a vote. I could give a fuck what they think, Gigi. They have no rank over my life, no power over my life. No, I didn't yet, Michigan. If you think I should live independently and keep my freedom and live on my own, Kiflam, or be in a group home, give a vote. Specify midnight. You may get blocked. Dixie, you're out of here. I'll just keep blocking. You're out of here, Rank. You're a liability, Rank. Gavin, I'm about to block you. Thank you, Lori. You can stay. Thank you, Yvonne. You can stay. Because you asked, am I getting dangerous? When have I threatened anyone or threatened myself? Why would I be dangerous? You're exploiting the freedom you have in the chat to say things, and that's actually the dangerous thing and the liability. So now you're blocked, Gavin. Thank you, Terry. I didn't work hard my whole life to mainstream in society for my life to have to stop just because my mom died. No, I never did anything like that, Christina. I said, why should I be in a group home any more than you should be? And I asked you, would you want that for yourself? And I put the question on you brilliantly. Well, then why should I want it for myself if you don't want it for yourself? and explained I'm just as competent as you, and no brainer, I'm smarter than you, so why would I not be competent enough to fucking make it on my own if you're making it on your own? When you were young, Christina, did they tell you when you grow up, try to get into a group home? That's not the American dream. Try to get yourself into a group home when you're 46. Fuck you, Christina. I'm going to block you, Christina. Yeah, but I'm on medicine because I make smart choices. My disability suggests that there's a reason to take medicine, and I never miss a dose. I'm a good patient so that I don't have to be in a hospital and managed. I manage myself so that no one else ever has to manage me. Not everyone does that as good as me. Those are the kind of people that go to a group home, you motherfucking idiot. BTB, you're blocked. Now, you know, that level of ignorance, BTB, is like my pet peeve. Clearly, you've been targeting me and waiting for a moment where you thought I'd be vulnerable. Now Estelle's not around to advocate for me, and you're going in for the jugular, BTB. You're blocked. End of the road, you idiot. I am fed up with you tonight. This is going to be the end of the stream, too. I'm blocking you, BTB. I could give a shit about your money. End of the road. Blocked. First time ever I blocked him. So obviously I could give a shit about your money, guys. Try me. Try me. It's the end of the road for you punk-ass bitches, bastards. Christina, you're blocked. Now you're just continuing to be a liability, framing me as some kind of animal that's unstable. Now I'm being hostile. No, I'm sticking up for myself. That was a level of ignorance that's actually dangerous on his part, and it's a liability because I'm a good patient and take my medicine. He wants to use that against me? My doctors know I am a great patient and take my medicine. Why was that a valid argument that he made? Why is no one going at him for being so ignorant? But you want to take my brilliant defense to that and rebuttal and make it like I'm hostile because I have a loud voice. Christina, you're a liability. You're blocked. You're permanently blocked. It's the end of the road. Anyone else? Shackle, you're blocked. Don't worry about it, Christopher. I don't need your money. Bob, it's not even in consideration for me to go to a group home. You guys are renting space for that. And shame on you for that. When you know where my morals and my values are. I've worked hard my whole life to maintain my freedom. That is a huge loss of freedom that I would never recover from if I lived in a group home for, let's say, 5 years. Would you want that for yourself, Bob? When you were young, did they say that's where you want to end up, in a group home? That's the American dream? I'm a patriotic American, Bob. That's not what I want for myself. That's not what my mother that just passed away wants for me. Shame on you guys. Shame Shame on you guys. You're out of here. I'm just going to end the stream. Great Lakes, you're blocked. But, guys, I got to go. I hope you all have a good night. Such a shame people are acting like this. Love you, Midnight. Thank you, Kid Flom. Thanks, Goldmouth. Shame you guys would try to agitate me like this. I'm doing my best to hang in there and survive. Good night, Terry. Thank you for supporting me. I just think you're not in the right state of mind right now to be passing judgment. I am fine. Anyone would be upset if they just lost their mother that was their world. She was my best friend. She was my caregiver, my mother. She was my world. We literally did everything together. It's a lot of grief. It's not the time for you to be evaluating me and judging me when anyone in this circumstance would be struggling. Shame on you, Bob Gagner, and your million galaxies. Your money doesn't buy you the opportunity to be ignorant right under my nose and in my face and argue against my number one pet peeve, which is to keep my freedom. I have managed my own medical and health care my whole life. It's been commented by highly trained professionals what an amazing, diligent, responsible patient I am. That I have been a real contribution to the world to show that you can have disabilities and challenges and suffer and still live a pretty good life and normal life. Doesn't mean you should be in a hospital caged like, that's like being caged like an animal. You lose your freedom. That is modern day prisoner, modern day slavery. And I don't care if that sounds eccentric, that's exactly what it is. My freedom and levels of freedom would be much different than yours if I was in there and you guys were living independently on your own. And you know damn fucking well you wouldn't want that kind of life for yourself. So who the fuck are you to sit here and argue that for me? This is where it's the end of the road. I can't stand bitches like that try to talk against my freedom like this. Me and you guys, it's the end of the road, TikTok. I'm going to go live a good life and make my mom proud. Thank you, Gavin. Thank you, Midnight. Robbie, message me your opinion on all this. Because I'm not keeping the stream on. And I never see your responses anyway. Message me right now, Robbie.